Greetings. Let's talk today about Ghana. Ghana is located in West Africa and is sandwiched between Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and Togo. The northern border is the country Burkina Faso, and the southern border is the Gulf of Guinea. The country is slightly smaller than the state of Oregon. Flag of Ghana. Red represents the blood of those who died in the country's struggle for independence. Gold represents the mineral wealth of the country. Green symbolizes the country's rich forests. The black star stands for the lodestar of African freedom. Ghana's administrative capital is the coastal city of Accra. Originally founded on the site of several Ga settlements, Accra developed into a prosperous trading hub. Today it serves as the commercial and educational center of the county. The population in 2023 is approximately 33 million. Approximately two-thirds of the people live in the rural regions and are involved in agriculture. Settlement is concentrated within the Golden Triangle, defined by the major southern cities of Accra, the capital, Kumasi, and Sekandi Takoradi. Additional concentrations occur in the northernmost districts, especially in the northeast. The population is almost exclusively African, as Ghana has no history of intensive European settlement. There is a small Lebanese community, whose members settled in the country as traders. The country has a population of 33 million, and these people are distributed throughout the country's 10 regions. Out of this number, 70% of people live in rural areas whilst the rest occupies the more urban areas. Village life is unrushed, unlike the hectic pace of a city like Accra, where traffic snarls are common, and street merchants rush at pedestrians, hawking everything under the sun. Villagers share a deep history and strong traditions, placing huge importance on family and customs. Comprising roughly 90% of the West African country's total mineral exports and 49% of its total export value, Ghana is considered one of the most prolific regions of gold discoveries in the world, with its Bibiani Shear Zone hosting multi-million-ounce gold deposits. Gold production in Ghana includes both large-scale mining, which is largely dominated by multinational corporations, and small-scale mining, which by law is restricted to Ghanaians only. About 1 million Ghanaians engage in a practice that supports about 4.5 million of the country's 33 million people. Artisanal gold mining, while illegal, has become lucrative in Ghana. However, it devastates the environment, causes deforestation, and pollutes the water, air, and soil through the release of toxic chemicals. Within the small-scale gold mining sector is galamsey, a local term used in Ghana for illegal or unregulated gold mining operations. Small-scale mining licenses may only be issued to Ghanaian citizens. They must be at least 18 years old, and must be registered by the Office of the Minerals Commission in an area designated for small-scale mining operations. People have been mining for gold in Ghana for centuries. Long before European colonists set foot in the area in the 1400s, Ghanaians looked for gold with pickaxes, shovels, and pans. Agriculture in Ghana. Cocoa, oil palm, and citrus constitute the major cash crops. What's called a black gold? It is cocoa. For over 81 years, agriculture in Ghana has been regulated by one of its highest-yielding exports, cocoa. Cocoa is Ghana's principal agricultural export. Cocoa production occurs in the forested areas of Ghana. For many decades, palm tree farming has been a profitable business in Ghana. Presently, Ghana has over 375,000 hectares of oil palm planted and a production of over 260,000 tons of palm oil. Ghana's forest zone in the southwest of the country provides ideal natural conditions for citrus growing. Water crisis in Ghana. 76% of households in Ghana are at risk of drinking water that is contaminated with fecal matter. Moreover, only 4% of households treat water suitably before drinking and 93% of households do not treat water at all. Dry winter winds, called harmattan, also cause water shortages in Ghana. This leads to water rationing, which of course leads to protests and public discontent. Deforestation and illegal gold mining further exacerbate the problem by further polluting the limited water supply. The main traditional sources of water in many parts of rural Ghana are small ponds and unprotected wells, both of which are really easily polluted, causing diseases to the people who drink it. One of the leading diseases affecting the people of Ghana is cholera. It spreads primarily through the use of faulty toilets and plumbing. Coastline of 550 kilometers, or 341 miles. Quarter of Ghana's population living by the sea. The proliferation of plastics has contributed to the high rise in plastic pollution across the country, especially in the capital, Accra. The beaches are not exempted from the harsh realities of the negative impacts plastic waste, as beaches in Ghana have been polluted with plastics and shores turned into dumping sites. Chorkor, a fishing community in Accra, is an ugly scene of heaps of refuse and human excreta wrapped in black plastic bags and scattered around, which emit foul smell. The mounds of filth sitting very close to dwelling places are seen along the beach, giving an image of one huge rubbish dump site. But not everything is so bad. Along Ghana's long coastline, there are also many beautiful and clean beaches, with different sand and rock features hug the Atlantic Ocean. There are areas of great scenic beauty, where you can bask in the shade of palm trees after a warm swim in the salty water. There are strong rip tides at many locations, making a number of Ghana beaches dangerous for swimming. So it's better always inquire locally before entering the ocean. Ghana has a wide variety of landscapes. The south is predominantly green, and there are still stretches of rainforest to be found, although much of that has had to make way for agriculture. To the north, the landscape becomes flatter, open and savanna-like. Everywhere along the coast you will find larger and smaller beaches, often bordered by palm trees. The climate of Ghana is tropical. Warm and relatively dry on the southeast coast, hot and humid in the southwest, and hot and dry in the north. The rainy season lasts from June to September. In practice, this means that every 1 or 2 days there is a heavy downpour, which usually lasts for about 2 hours. There are 3 major religious groups in Ghana. Christianity is the largest religion in Ghana, with 71.3% of the population being member of various Christian denominations. The arrival of the Europeans in 15th century into the then Gold Coast brought Christianity to the land. Various denominations today, like the Catholics, Baptists, Charismatics, and Methodists, are in operation. Christianity has become the most practiced religion in the country. It currently has the largest number of followership in Ghana. The percentage of Muslims in Ghana is about 17%. Today, it is the second most widely professed religion in the country behind Christianity. Its presence in Ghana dates back to the 10th century. Berber traders and clerics carried the religion into the area. Most Muslims in Ghana are Sunni, following Maliki school of jurisprudence. Muslims constitute a majority in Northern region, the biggest religion in Upper East region, and a large minority Upper West region. There are slightly less Muslims in the southern parts of Ghana. Despite the presence of Islam and Christianity, traditional religions in Ghana have retained their influence because of their intimate relation to family loyalties and local mores. The traditional cosmology expresses belief in a supreme being, referred to by the Akan as Nyam, or by the Yu as Mawu. The supreme being is usually thought of as remote from daily religious life and is, therefore, not directly worshipped. There are also the lesser gods that take residency in streams, rivers, trees, and mountains. Ghana is a multilingual country with over 80 languages spoken by various ethnic groups. While English is the official language of Ghana, it is not the most widely spoken language in the country. The major language families in Ghana include Niger-Congo, Mande, and Volta Niger, with the Akan, Yu, Ga Adanbi, Busa, Daguerre, Dagbani, Ganja, and Kasem languages being just a few of the many languages spoken across the country. Overall, the linguistic diversity of Ghana is a reflection of the country's rich cultural heritage and contributes to its vibrant identity. As you can see, Ghana, like any country, have its goods and bads. But the truth is, it is very beautiful country with rich resources and culture, and of course its beautiful and unique people.
Let us know if this video was helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us.